Hello and welcome to Survey Drones Ireland. My name is Wayne Floyd and I'm the Chief Drone Instructor Examiner for Survey Drones. Today we're going to discuss the step-by-step process that is required to successfully secure a permit to start surveying with drones in Ireland. The European Union introduced new regulations for all outdoor drone operations. Previously, each member state had its own set of regulations that were roughly based on international consensus. The new regulations aim to standardise the legal and safe operation of drones across Europe. In Ireland, the Irish Aviation Authority, otherwise known as the IAA, is a governing body for all things aviation. The IAA has established a website called mysrs.ie, where all operators must be registered. The IAA have worked in conjunction with registered training facilities or organisations called DUTOs, which basically stands for Declared Unmanned Aerial Systems Training Organisations. The DUTO is which of Survey Drones Ireland is the leading facility in Ireland. A quick overview of the steps required to securing a permit and a licence will be basically: choose what category of operations you require, open or specific or even both. Register yourself as an operator on the MySRS portal. Complete the required ground school course with us, whether it be an open category course or a specific category course. Complete the flight exam if operating in a specific category. There's no actual flight exam required for the open category, but you must declare to the Irish Aviation Authority that you have read manufacturer instructions and you've done some type of self-training with that drone. You've got to write your own operations manual. Then applying for your operation authorization through the MySRS portal, as the IAA are the only organisation that can issue you with your operation authorization. Okay, so what does a permit bring to you as a drone surveying? In most cases, drone surveying will bring you many different operations, from large-scale open field surveys to small heritage surveys in urban environments. This is very important to know where your location is going to be, as it'll define the type of category that you're going to fall under within the new EU regulations. The three categories defined are open, specific and certified, with the latter two providing much more freedom to operate a drone so long as the tighter rules around them are followed. Your drone type and weight will also have an added factor on this. For drone operations underneath drone surveying, the open category A1, A3 is too general for many air operations, as the geographical zones which prevent you from operating in certain locations, as the airspace may be UAS prohibited underneath the open category. When it comes to certified category, this is mainly for dangerous goods and for the carriage of persons. Different story here, you won't be seeing me hailing a drone taxi anytime soon. That being said, some operators may be happy with just operating in the open A1, A3 category. However, it is recommended to obtain the open A2 category with a minimum or specific category license for much greater freedom in the urban environments. Okay, so quickly talk about the open category. The open category is broken down into three parts. You've got the A1, A2 and the A3. The A1 and A3 are kind of married together. There is an online course of the A1, A3 called Proof of Online Training, and that's where all UAS operators must take before they can operate a drone. The A1, A3 course is a minimum requirement for any persons that is looking to operate a drone. However, there's a lot of restrictions under this license. With the A1, it's anything from 250 grams in weight up to 900 grams. You have the ability to fly over people, but for a short period of time. And you're not allowed to fly over any assembly of people. The A1 course is conducted through the Irish Aviation Authority MySRS portal. The A3, this is operations for far away from people. So you've got to be 150 meters away from commercial, recreational, residential and industrial areas. And you cannot fly over any uninvolved persons. The A1 and the A3 course is conducted through the MySRS portal. As soon as you register yourself, you go on and do the A1, A3 course. It's roughly about 10 minutes long and 40 questions you have to answer afterwards. You'll then be awarded your A1, A3 certificate on your drone license, known as your Proof of Online Training. Then we come to the A2. This course is conducted through the DUTOs. This is for any drone over 4 kg or less than 4 kg, and in this category you can fly horizontally 30 meters away from people, and you can go down to 5 meters if low speed mode is selected. The A2 requires extra subject matter which can only be taught through the UAS training schools, the DUTOs. The specific category is for operations that cannot be completed underneath the open category. This category requires a 2-day theoretical course which is conducted through the UAS training schools that do those. For the specific category, an operation authorization must be obtained by the UAS operator before any missions can take place. This is much the same as the old system of obtaining a specific operating permission, in which the pilot must state where and how and what type of operations. So as well as this, the operator must show that the operations is going to be conducted in a safe manner and that no uninvolved person is going to be included in any of the flights. This includes a risk assessment that needs to be accepted by the Irish Aviation Authority. This is in the form of either a SORA or a PEDRA. SORA basically stands for Specific Operating Risk Assessment. PEDRA stands for Predefined Risk Assessment. The PEDRA is a requirement. As a requirement, the UAS must have a flight termination system and a parachute. This is to help reduce the ground impact. The SORA is a detailed risk assessment where you get to mitigate your operations and apply your ground risk model to avoid any uninvolved persons. The SORA has a more flexibility than the PEDRA. However, the PEDRA does have its benefits. We conduct a 2-day ground school course once a month, and we also award students with the A2 Open Category Course Completion Certificate, as the extra subject matter that is required for the A2 is covered in a specific category course. We also mix the 30 questions of the A2 Open Category into a specific category written exam. Registration. Each pilot must register themselves as a UAS operator. To register, go to iaa.mysrs.ie and set up an account. You will be required to upload a government issued ID. One of these three, either your passport, your driving licence or your national ID. Please be mindful, if you're uploading a copy of your driving licence you've moved house within the time frame of the licence, your old address will be displayed on your licence. This will be different to the address that you've just used for the registration process. Because of this, your application will be rejected. I personally would use my passport, just make sure that it's in date and it's valid. Once you've completed the setup phase, it'll take about 24 hours for MyRS to get back to you saying your application is ready to move on to the next phase. This is where you'll be asked to write down 6 different codes and then download a 2-factor authentication app. Once all that is completed, then comes a small fee of €30. You will then get your 16-digit registration number starting with IRL. The Open A2 and Pacific categories both require more than the basic registration and online training. For these categories, the operator must provide proof in conjunction with a DUTO, such as ourselves, that they have completed the appropriate ground school course. It must be noted that for any commercial operations of any kind, it is a minimum requirement to have third-party liability public insurance. The next stage of completion of the course is to do a flight exam. Once completion of the specific course, a flight exam must be completed to ensure you have required ability and confidence to operate a drone safely. This exam will be overseen by an IAA registered examiner. For this is me, and will cover several different aspects of flying and flight safety in the form of theoretical questions. The A2 Open category requires you to declare to the IAA that you must have read the manufacturer's instructions and have completed self-practice prior to you being awarded your A2 Open category tab on your license. So basically, getting certified, we make it easy to get training and licensing. Survey Drones Ireland is the leading training facility in Ireland. We have a full-time training provider. We can help you at each step of the way, from novice to fully licensed commercial operations. We have years of experience in the field and welcome the new EU-wide regulations that enable each of us to operate in a more safe and lawful manner. To get trained, just give us a shout on our info@surveydrones.ie or call our Dublin or Cork office. Thanks very much. See ya.